You ever see those couples and you wonder, how did that guy end up with that girl?
All the time.
Yes.
You know, like the Olsen twins and pretty much every old guy they've ever dated.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they love the senior citizens.
Yeah.
They do.
Or Macaulay Culkin and every hot girl he's ever dated. Like, how did he get with Mila Kunis? What is going on there?
It's weird. It could be money.
Well,
She
has
already
money
had
too.
money.
They're all rich. Exactly. They all love each other.
You see, it's mysteries like this that just confound my mind. And we have a guy on the phone for a second date who admits he had a mismatched date, and he was the lucky one.
Oh, that's a good place to be.
Yeah, but maybe that's why he's not getting a call back now. His name's Curtis. What's up, Curtis?
Yo, how you guys doing?
Oh, Curtis, you dating up?
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of outkicked my coverage on this one.
You're accidentally dating up then.
Yeah. So what's this girl's name?
Her name is Ashley.
Ashley, okay.
We got together with some mutual friends at a get-together just in a backyard. And, wow, not to be crass, but she's an absolute smoke show.
So did you get a chance to talk to her?
Nope.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's stunning, and she's never been around these friends before, so it was like I immediately noticed her. I introduced myself eventually, and
Were you nervous? What were you feeling like in that moment?
yeah, I mean, there was definitely butterflies because, I mean, she is that much of a knockout. So, yeah. But, you know, I had a little bit of liquid courage going.
Okay.
And, at some point, I, made an offhand comment about KFC and how I kind of wish that there was KFC at the cookout or kind of just like potluck, really.
Like basically you're just trashing on everybody's food and saying that why don't we just do takeout?
I mean, to be fair, the food was hot garbage.
Okay.
Oh,
So it was accurate.
okay.
Yeah. So, like, I said that, and I'm like, I could really use some extra crispy. And she's like, extra crispy? I'm like, yeah, KFC. I'm kind of a KFC whore. And she's like, oh my God, I love KFC too. And I'm like, wait, what? So, yeah, we did like that.
Is that really shocking to you that somebody else loves KFC?
I mean, I guess I said that in jest in some way because I do actually am very much into KFC. It was a meeting point for us, so to speak.
And it's hard to believe that hot girls even eat sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
I guess that's true.
Exactly. I mean, I figured she was on like a fully vegan diet or whatever, but she wasn't. And we started chatting. She's a flight attendant, which she's always on the go, so that's why she's really into KFC. And yeah, I got enough courage up after that, and I was like, do you want to go out sometime? And she's like, yeah, that'd be great.
Nice.
When she said yes, it was like, I think I let out an audible sigh, which was probably not the coolest thing to do.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, but you know what,
though?
though? It's good to be not cool, especially around women who are ultra beautiful. And I really think that because it's so refreshing to see someone just be themselves.
From your mouth to God's ears. I mean, like, hopefully that was the case.
So what'd you guys do for your actual date?
So we went out to this nice place, certainly not KFC. And at one point, I made a joke about, oyster shooters and being an aphrodisiac.
Oh, God.
Aphrodisiac jokes are always funny. Don't let Brooke
Are
negativity
they?
get you down.
Thank you. I mean, well, maybe not, because I then kind of doubled down and made a joke about asparagus.
What is asparagus? This makes your pee smell? Like,
Uh-oh.
My understanding, and I'm not sure if it's an old wives' tale or anything, but I've always heard that, like, asparagus really gets the libido going. It's real,
are you wait, is that the joke or are you being serious?
Oh, I didn't know.
That's serious. I mean, that's what I've heard. And I mean, I wasn't like, hey, this is an automatic hookup or anything like that. But, I was nervous and I thought, she kind of liked the first joke.
But I was going down every food item and telling her.
You know what they say about rice.
Yeah. Oh.
It's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
Breadsticks, huh, girl? Is that what you're hungry for?
Also, you heard about water?
Yeah.
And it didn't help that I was like kind of stuffing my face at the time with asparagus. Probably also didn't add to the.
Yeah. All right. That might have put a wrench in things. Were you able to recover?
I'm guessing it didn't help. I mean, look, it seemed like the rest of the date went well. We talked about what she does, and I feel like there was a moment towards the end of the date afterwards where I could have kissed her, but
Like
I
she
didn't.
was full on asparagus.
Yeah.
She couldn't have turned you
Right,
down.
yeah. And I didn't seize the opportunity, and I'm regretting it, and I feel like Jack but if I can, I'm not sure what I can say on the radio. But yeah, it's been a few days and just Ghost City, and I haven't heard anything from her.
Okay. Well, I mean, she is a flight attendant, so she may just not be home. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, that's certainly a possibility. I just kind of feel like, the clock struck midnight and here I am, and like it was kind of like all a dream, and she's, kind of realized that I'm kind of a schmuck in some ways.
But a schmuck with lots of asparagus. So
Yeah.
you got something going for you. Well,
Right,
we're
right.
going to play a song. We'll come back, call Ashley for you, and we'll try and get you a second date. All right, Curtis?
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, hold on.
middle of a second date, and we're going to find out how the couple is doing right after you hear part 2.
If you're just tuning in for the second date, we're on the phone with Curtis, who met a beautiful flight attendant named Ashley.
Yes.
And he describes Ashley as being a little bit out of his league.
Mm-hmm.
They bonded over their mutual love of fine cuisine, specifically
Is
Kentucky fine cuisine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when he took Ashley out, he may have made a few too many jokes about aphrodisiacs over dinner.
Uh-huh.
He also felt like he missed out on a good opportunity for a first kiss, but he's hoping that we can call up Ashley, his long-lost flight attendant, and help him book a one-way trip to her heart.
Oh, that was cute.
I hope it's first class.
Now, Curtis, in keeping with standard safety regulations, I will need to perform a cavity search
Oh my gosh.
before we make this phone call.
Yikes.
Whoa.
On myself, not on you.
Okay.
Oh, so that's normal.
How are you still finding stuff up there, Jeffrey? Like,
I hope you never work for TSA.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cavernous. What can I say?
Cavernous? Oh my god.
All right, Curtis, you ready to do this?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, are you as nervous now as you were the moment you asked her out?
Way more.
Oh, more.
Yeah, much
Okay,
more.
so we're not in a healthy spot right now, Curtis. Just know that, I mean, there could be a reason why, a perfectly logical reason why she's not calling you back.
That is the sound of me knocking on wood.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, here we go. We're going to dial the phone number, and we're going to see if Ashley answers. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Ashley, please?
this is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a second to talk with us?
Seriously? This is the radio?
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh my God! Wow, there's more of you. Oh my
We
God!
still exist.
Uh-huh.
Radio's still alive.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, what's up?
I can't tell if you know the show or not, but we're doing something called a second date.
I have heard of this.
Okay, so you know that the way it works is if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to that person to try and figure out the reason why.
So someone I went out with called you.
Yeah, a guy emailed us about you named Curtis.
Okay.
Okay, that's still positive. You met Curtis at the barbecue?
Yes, I did. I feel bad. I saw he texted me. I am a flight attendant, so I'm always traveling for work. So I didn't really mean to not respond to him.
Oh my God, that's what I told him, that was a possibility. And he thought for sure you were standing him up. He said, go city.
Oh no, I was out of town. I just kind of missed it. I meant to respond, but no, I really wasn't intentionally ghosting him or anything.
So you're going to call him back?
Yeah, I mean, he was a really nice dude. I would definitely hang out with him again.
So no issues with him, no asparagus issues or anything weird?
Oh, he made a joke about asparagus, which I mean I've not heard before, but it's very educational. So I don't know.
Educational. That's good.
Okay, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, he was really fun actually.
Wow. Okay, this is a lot easier than we thought.
I mean, when I told him it may be something just totally normal, I was lying to him when I said that in the beginning. I was
Yeah.
just,
Really is.
yeah.
Brooke is shocked. Right
Yeah, I
now.
am.
I
I'm
know.
like, cool.
Because this never happens.
What do we do? Do we just hang
Well,
out?
I guess this is going to happen earlier than it should, but Ashley, we forgot to tell you that Curtis has been on the phone listening this entire time. He wants to talk to you.
What's up?
Curtis?
Yes. No, I'm thrilled. This is amazing.
Hi.
This is fantastic. What's going on?
This
Ashley?
is cute. Look at
Incredible.
this.
What's up, man? Hi. I can't believe you called the radio, but
Yeah, well, I was a little bit concerned, and I mean, look, full disclosure, guys like me don't end up with girls like you, so I just, it
You're sweet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm beyond super stoked, and I mean,
Well, Curtis, but hold on. Well, you're going to talk yourself out of a date here. Let me just ask her before it gets out of hand. Ashley,
sure.
would you be willing to go on a second date with Curtis? We'll pay for it.
Yes, I would be willing to do
Oh
that.
my God,
What
this is
is
the
going on?
cutest.
Amazing.
So fast.
Well, congratulations, Curtis.
Thank you.
You got the easiest second date update we've ever done.
That's
Dude, and she said
amazing.
such nice things about you, Curtis.
I know.
Yeah, wow.
I can't believe you were so nervous about this.
I mean, I was nervous. I guess now I guess I could say, like, because this is going to happen. I mean, I've been in love with her for like 2 years, basically.
What?
And
Hold on.
Wait, you said you had never met her before.
I haven't met you.
well,
Different
like,
person?
like the people you might know option on Facebook, that algorithm or whatever, because obviously we have so many mutual friends, your profile came up, and I don't know, I've just been kind of looking at your profile and looking at your pictures in Greece, and, you had actually, liked KFC and stuff like that, and so I kind of commented on that at the at the
Wait, you made
barbecue.
that comment because I'm on my Facebook that I like KFC. That's why you said that?
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that weird. I mean, ultimately, everything else
Curtis,
was
you didn't.
organic.
Hold on. You didn't tell us that you had known her before this. You said you
He
just
didn't know
met
her.
her.
He knew her Facebook profile.
Well,
I knew her
Yeah,
Facebook
I did not
profile.
know him until we met at our friend's party. Curtis, I don't know that I would have told me this if I were you.
Yeah, dude. I feel kind of awkward.
I mean, the thing is, Curtis, what's weird about it is that, why wouldn't you just DM her on Facebook 2 years ago and say, hey, what's up? We have mutual friends. The whole 2 years of looking at her page is kind of creepy, man.
Because it's just a lot different to just DM somebody, especially a chump like me. She'd probably look at my Facebook profile and be like, "Who in the hell is this loser?"
Oh, buddy.
Did you know that she was going to be at that party that your friends were throwing?
I mean, yeah, I figured as much. I mean, I also did check with one of our friends just to be sure, but
No, but that's fine. I mean, it's kind of like a setup, right? If your friend was in on it, it's almost like a setup.
Ashley, how are you feeling hearing all this?
I feel a little weird about it. I wish, full disclosure, you would have just kind of told me that up front, because now it feels like you were hiding it or trying to be someone based on my Facebook profile. And I just, I like you. I wouldn't have thought you were a chump or something. So I don't know. I feel a little weird.
I honestly, Ashley, I don't think that it's that big of a deal. Honestly, I think that social media is a weird thing these days, and people don't know how to navigate it all the time. And he obviously thinks that you're way out of his league.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have mutual friends. There's people that can vouch for him that he's not some
Yeah.
stranger that is just stalking you.
That's really fair. You're right. Yeah.
When you're friends with people for years online, I know kids that I'm like, oh, they've grown up so much. I've never even met these people. I sound creepy.
You're following children
I'm
online?
following parents, and they post pics of their kids. Next thing you know, they're 4.
See,
I
Ashley?
remember when they were in
That's
diapers.
a lot stranger
I
than
never
what
met the
Curtis
kids,
is
but
doing.
I see what he's talking about. You know someone, but you don't know
Okay,
them.
everyone's a creep, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I noticed your profile. I really admired you. I didn't, from there, it's like you get to a certain point. I don't know. It's just,
No, I understand, and I appreciate you telling me now on the radio.
Yeah, and I promise there's nothing else that I'm hiding that I would drag you onto a radio show for that I haven't told you or anything like that. So
Okay.
Radio thing.
Yeah.
But when you say that, it makes it sound like there is something you're hiding, Curtis.
I promise you, there's nothing.
Okay. Well,
Do we re-ask?
yeah, now I'm like,
I feel like
I feel like I need to re-ask the
No.
question again
Yeah.
because we have new information than what we had the first
Just
time.
re-ask.
It's over.
Ashley
That's
seems
it.
cool, man.
Yeah,
Re-ask.
I just want to avoid any liabilities on our end.
Yeah.
So,
What?
Ashley, would you like to go out on another date with Curtis? We'll pay for it. Just pretend I didn't ask you the first time.
Yeah, only the one date.
Yeah, yes, I will. Yeah.
Didn't sound
Okay.
too enthusiastic,
Hey,
though.
but it was still a yes. Take it as a win. That's a W, Curtis.
All right. Well,
yeah, oh no, trust me. I'm yes, amazing. Thank you.
well, wow, this is amazing. This is the first time we've ever had 2 yeses by the same person on a second date.
Good point.
Dude, it's like 3 dates now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of breaking the mold here. I'm somewhat of a pioneer.
All right, let's celebrate. Get out the
Pioneer.
asparagus. Come on.
Hey, everybody! Asparagus and oysters.
And just to be clear, the date you guys are paying for is not a KFC, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
All right, it's been almost a year since we've had them on.
Oh my gosh, that's a long time.
Yep, and now they are back once again. Ashley and Curtis are with us today to give us an update on their relationship. How's it going, you guys?
Hi guys, it's
Hey,
good.
what's going on? Doing well.
Have you guys been able to manage your fame since being on our show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can't
paparazzi everywhere.
Yeah.
So, aside from all the fame that you guys are experiencing, how's the relationship going? Are you guys still together?
Are you married?
Well, we are together. We've been dating since we were on.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I didn't expect that.
That's like a long-term relationship.
That's a lot of KFC dinners that you guys are eating.
Yeah, only KFC the whole time. That's the only place we go.
So what does that mean? Are you living together? Or are you just, where are you at?
So we've just been dating. We actually just got back from a 2-week-long road trip together. And during the trip, we stopped at my family's house. So he met my parents for the first time.
That's a big deal.
How did that go?
Curtis, do you like her more or less after that experience?
Don't answer that, bro.
I mean, it was a really fun time. Our parents are super nice, awesome.
Nice.
There was some pressure to put a ring on it.
Whoa.
Really?
They were mostly joking. Like, they're kind of old-fashioned. They've seen me get hurt sometimes. They're not super serious about that, I don't think.
But it also means they see you're happy, which is a good thing. Parents know.
Okay. Is that something that you're open to, Curtis?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see us going down the aisle right now, but it's a long way off.
It's heading that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I think we need a little more time, I would say.
Sure. Yeah, no need
Yeah.
to rush it, right?
Forever is a long time, trust me.
Sure.
I mean, for me, I was thinking more along the lines of like 3 or 4 years or so, and like that right around that time. I think we
Okay, I have not heard that number, but
That's a little
3 or 4 years until you get engaged? Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Oh, wait, you don't agree with that, Ashley? You just said you want to take it slow.
well, I haven't heard 3 or 4 years. Like, is that really how long you want to wait for that?
Babe, like, it took me 2 years to even muster up the courage to even ask you out in the first place.
We'll talk about it. Like a happy medium, like a 1.5 year vibe, I think sounds good.
Curtis,
to me.
I think you're just going to end up doing whatever Ashley says. So
Could be very
I think it's
possible.
cute that you have a decision in all of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
you think that. Yeah.
All right. We don't have to decide on a specific date when you're going to get engaged
Yeah,
right now.
All that matters is we're going to go and we're invited.
Yes,
right?
and it's catered by KFC.
Yeah!
Of course.
All right. Well, congratulations. It's good to hear from you two again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much, by the way.
guys.
Oh, yeah. All love, guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for calling.
You know, they say that near-death experiences can actually bring people together. That is, unless the near-death experience was planned by you, and in the process, you burned your date's eyebrows off.
Whoa.
Because that's exactly what happened in today's second date.
Ooh, epic.
Mike met Katrina at the gym, and he'd been asking her out for a long time. It took him 11 tries to ask her out. And Mike is a stuntman, and he decided to take Katrina to his job for their date.
That music.
And he planned to have them blown out of a building together.
Oh, man.
And he did it. And she singed her eyebrows and seemed really scared and upset by the whole deal. And now she hasn't called him back. She even declined going to dinner with him later. But it sounds like an epic saga. And we're about to see if we can figure out why she's not calling him back, even though we all probably know.
Now, Mike, I'm going to be honest with you. I think your date sounds amazing, and I would totally be on board.
Really?
Yeah, but
You know what, Brooke? I knew it when you were talking to me.
yeah, but obviously I don't think she was. Have you had a chance to apologize to her via text or anything that you scared her?
But hold on, you think I need to apologize? I mean, what would I apologize for? It was a great date.
You need to apologize for almost killing her.
But Brooke, you did say you would like that, huh?
Yeah, but I'm not her.
Yeah. Not everybody wants to almost die on a first date. Just some people.
You guys are taking this almost death. I mean, it was blown out of a building. She was padded up, you know.
Fire
She-
crossed her face and singed her eyebrows, Mike. Fire crossed her face and singed her eyebrows.
Everybody's been burned a little.
Okay.
He's right.
Come on.
Okay, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, man. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Katrina?
this is Katrina.
Hey, Katrina, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal. I've never heard of that.
That's okay. There's a lot of people who haven't. I'm calling you today because one of your friends listens to our show, and he actually emailed us about you.
One of my friends emailed you.
Well, it's more of a guy that you went on a date with. He emailed us about you and wanted to see if we could get you on the phone.
When was the date?
Well, I'm going to guess that you probably remember it because it might be the only date you've ever been on where you've been blown out of a building.
Oh, my God.
We are all impressed that you survived that.
Yeah, you and me both.
Mike, who took you on that date, emailed us to see if we could figure out why you're not calling him back.
You're kidding. Oh, my God.
No, he's really curious.
Mike has a lot of surprises, doesn't he, Katrina?
Yeah, to say the least. He's got them blowing out of his everywhere.
So is the reason you're not calling him back because the date was scary? Because it sounded horrifying to me.
Well, it started out good, and I mean, it was different. Different's a better word.
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds like you're totally avoiding him. He said that he hasn't even seen you at the gym.
Well, I had to recover.
Recover?
Have you ever been on a date like that? You might want to think about if you want to see that person again right away, right?
I've been on a lot of dates like that, but never because I was blown out of a building.
Right, so if you can imagine, I'm going to take a little more time.
Okay.
I don't even know how to look him in the face right now.
Well,
What?
why? Because you were scared? I mean, you were that scared? You don't know how to look at him in
Well, I don't know what he told you.
He told us that he met you at the gym. He'd been asking you out for a long time, and you finally said yes. And then he did take your date to work day, where he took you to his job, and he's a stuntman. And then he did a little thing where you guys got blown out of a building. He thinks that you were scared and also a little upset because apparently it singed your eyebrows.
Well, it did singe my eyebrows, but they grew back. But he didn't say that I wet myself. Oh my God!
What? Wait, you did what? I didn't hear.
Repeat
Say that.
yourself.
What happened?
Girl, it's okay. You're in the company of people who have done the same thing.
What happened?
Did you pee your pants?
Oh!
I did pee my pants.
Oh my God!
Like, how
no
much,
way.
how wet are we talking? Like a little wet or
Like a spot?
all the way down to your knees wet?
It was pretty down to my knees. Like, I just knew he saw it.
Oh,
God,
no!
oh my God.
Hey, don't feel bad about it, Katrina. I've peed my pants 3 times with him just telling me the story. So big deal. You got blown out of a building. It's okay to pee your pants in that situation.
Oh my God!
Yeah, but I think he actually noticed.
Why do you think he noticed?
Well, he looked at me kind of stunned, and he was like looking me up and down. And so I thought, even though he said, you want to go to dinner, I thought he was just being nice.
He didn't mention anything to us about you peeing your pants, though.
No?
No.
No.
I'd be surprised by that because he had to, like, undo my harness and help me out of this. Yeah, I'd totally be surprised. It was pretty obvious.
Oh man!
But he obviously was into you. Like, he's tried to call you. You just have totally ghosted him.
But I peed my pants our first date. Like, how do you come back from that?
I don't know. You only go up after that. That's the great part of it.
You know what, Katrina? I know you're not good with surprises, and I don't want you to make the same mistake twice, but Mike is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. Try not to pee your pants.
Oh, my God.
Katrina, you don't listen. You don't have to be
You
embarrassed.
did
In fact, I knew I was just keeping it quiet. I didn't want my friends to know you had peed on yourself. I did it. And listen. No, I did it. I did it my first time. At least you did it like a champion. You were wearing all black. Nobody noticed. You know.
You noticed.
Well, obviously, I noticed.
my
I'm
goodness.
taking your harness off. I'm bending down in front of you. I smell pee. Come on. What?
And technically, it's all your fault.
Yes.
So wait, Mike, you were going to take her to dinner with wet pants?
I didn't want to draw attention to it or embarrass her, but I still wanted to spend time with her, so I didn't know what to do.
Hey.
That says a lot. A man who's going to take you out to dinner with pee pants on, he likes you.
It's kind of romantic.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I was so embarrassed.
Oh.
Well, say that you will answer my phone call when I call you next time.
Okay, I could do that.
Did you,
Are you sure about that? You didn't sound very positive.
Well, I mean, it's nice, but I still have to look him in the face, knowing that I did that. So, I might not sound excited, but it's nice. I liked him up until I peed my pants.
Katrina, I peed my pants before, and I'll even go even further to say I even shit my pants once before.
Oh, that's too far.
During a stunt. Does that make you feel better?
TMI.
Wait, can I just
I
ask,
admitted this.
what stunt made you poop yourself?
Listen, don't worry about what stunt it was. Just know, Katrina, you shouldn't feel bad for what happened to you. It's totally normal, and I respect you for it.
There you go. Mutual respect for peeing your pants. Katrina, would you go out with Mike again on another date? We will pay for it.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
As long as I get to pick the date and we're not like jumping out of a car going 100 miles an hour, I will say yes to that.
Yay!
Okay, so that's an official yes.
Yes.
oh my gosh, you guys are actually really cute.
That's
I know.
awesome. Yes.
Congrats.
Oh, man, but now there's pressure. I got to figure out what to come up with for the next date.
I mean, once you already make a girl pee her pants, what else can you do?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
That was a second date from a few months ago, and every once in a while we actually get an update. And Katrina and Mike are on the phone with us right now. What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, hey, look at you're talking at the same time. You're so in sync.
That's true.
Are you guys still peeing on yourselves? Or
That was just Katrina.
oh yeah, Katrina, you still peeing on yourself? How are things going?
No, I am not.
Okay.
So things are going good with you, or our producer reached out to see if we can get an update.
Well, things were going great. We were dating for like a few weeks, and then something really big happened. And Mike, you want to tell him, or you want me to do it?
No. Yeah, something awesome happened. I got a great offer for a job to move to Hollywood.
What? All right, stuntman.
Yes.
Big time.
Like, I'm a full-time double for my actor, and my girl got to move down with me.
Wait, hold up. Slow it down, Mike. You're just dropping the bomb on us that after dating a couple weeks, Katrina, you moved down with him?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped the bomb on her. I told her I wanted her to come with me.
Oh wow! So you guys have moved to Hollywood now.
Yeah, living together.
Shut up. What made you make that decision, Katrina?
We were in such a good thing for those few weeks that I thought, follow your instincts, girl.
Yeah,
All right.
You never know.
Okay.
Oh my God, I am such a scaredy cat. I don't know if I could have done it.
Me neither.
I mean, if I could get blown out of a building with this guy, I can move him, I feel like.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, how bad could it be living with him if you've already got blown out of a building and peed yourself in front of him? Like,
Dude, I would have peed myself on that decision more than the building one. I'm going to tell you what. That's scary.
I think it's great. I get to go on the movie sets with Mike and see him work, which is pretty awesome, and watch other people get blown out of buildings. And a couple weeks ago, I got to meet Matt Damon, so I'm meeting stars. I mean, it's brief, but it's fun.
Oh my God, your social media profile pics are going to be so much better now.
yeah, and that's what relationships are all about. Like, is if you can make the person's social media better, and that's what it sounds like Mike has done for you.
Congrats, you guys.
That's so cute. How are you doing with it all, Mike?
Well, I think it's awesome. I mean, for her to drop where she was and to trust in a relationship that she didn't really know, it meant a lot. So I think I put a lot into it. I didn't just want her to move out here. I tried to make sure she had a job. Even Katrina, tell him, I mean, you've been even going on set as an extra, and it's been really cool. And who knows? You never know. This might be wedding bells ringing. And
Oh. Wow. Did you know about this, Katrina?
No, I didn't know about this. But,
my God.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I don't mean to jump the gun, but yeah. I mean, things are going great. I'll just put that out there.
All right. And if they ever don't go great, you're a stuntman. You could always fake your own death very easily. So you can get out of it if you need to. Taking a girl to your work on a first date. In some instances, that could be a good idea. Like if you're the captain of a luxury yacht.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to
That'd be
go
cool.
with no until you said that. I can see
Some
that now.
cases could be a bad idea, like if you're a janitor. Probably not a good place to take somebody on a first date. Well, the guy on the phone for a second date today, his name is Mike, and he took the girl that he liked to his job for his date, and I think that was a terrible idea. What's up, Mike?
Hey, man, how you doing? What's up with you?
Hey, Mike. Are you a janitor, Mike? I'm just going to get that right out on the front.
No, it's way cooler than that.
Okay.
I'll give you that, Mike. You do have a cool job. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's hear a little bit about the girl you went out with. What's her name?
Her name's Katrina. She's rocking. She has a rocking body. I met her at a gym.
Oh, God. I just never think that really works out. I'm impressed already, Mike.
It almost didn't work out for a long time. I mean, I followed her for about 11 months, a year in the gym, just like...
Mike, that's creepy.
You should choose different words, Mike.
No. I didn't follow her. I saw her. We ran into each other. In fact, we talked several times.
So it took you a year to finally get a date with her. What was the magic words that actually got you in the door?
The magic words was I already asked her out 10 times. Here's the 11th. What do you say?
She said, okay, fine.
Hey, she said yes.
Okay.
All right. Only took you 11 tries and you did it.
That's
Congratulations.
It's actually kind of romantic. I mean, you obviously were super into this girl. Were you really nervous before your guys' date?
No, I wasn't nervous at all. I was taking her to my job, and my job's pretty cool, so I thought that was a winner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And that's what your email said. You think that might have actually ruined your chances for a second date. Why do you think that is?
Honestly, I don't think she liked it. I took her to a movie set. First of all, I'm a stuntman. I'm a stuntman on major movies.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I got some of the guys while it was a closed set to plan out a whole stunt, and it was a lot of money spent. I mean, a lot of money, time, and people.
So what kind of stunts were you doing? I'm not a guy that likes adventure a lot, so for me, a big crazy stunt would be like, let's just cross the street in the middle of the road and not the crosswalk. That would have been enough for me. What'd you do?
The stunt was being blown out of a building.
What?
Whoa.
Wait,
Oh my
you took her on a
God.
date to show her you getting blown out of a building?
No, we got blown out of a building together.
Oh, wait, you
What?
are...
What?
She was participating in this?
Talk about trust and team building.
Right?
What more do you
Whoa.
want, Brooke?
Dude, that's crazy.
How
Wait, so...
how
Whoa.
safe was this?
It was totally safe. She was definitely padded. We were hooked to a crane. We had our jerk vest. We had everything we needed. The explosion was a little bigger. Now, I will say that. It was a little bigger than we expected, and the fire did cross our faces and our body. But we had...
Dude.
No. We put enough fire protecting on us that we were totally okay, but she wasn't okay with it.
Yeah, she doesn't have eyebrows anymore, but it was fine.
Her face looked intact when I saw her. And,
Face looked intact.
and what do you expect? We're getting blown out of a building. It's a little, fire.
Oh my God.
So wait,
Yeah.
did you tell her exactly what was going to happen in this stunt?
Once we got everything strapped up and we were a go, I let her know. She was a little nervous.
Yeah, you
Are
think
you kidding?
that's a conversation, don't you think, Mike, you should have had before you even went out? Like, hey, what do you think about this? We go get blown out of a building or do dinner.
No, I told her a movie set. She was all about it.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean.
And you're only partially sure that that's the reason she's not calling you back. Because it sounds like it should be 100% the reason why she's not calling you back.
Well, Brooke, it's never safe to assume anything.
Okay.
She never once told me she didn't like it.
Okay.
Afterward, I asked her, did she want to eat? She said no, she would rather go home. And, honestly, sometimes when I'm doing things like that, I have so much adrenaline. I don't want to eat afterward.
Yeah.
It's just like a high. So I was like, oh, okay.
Or it's that you just had your face almost burned off
Yeah.
and just really, that tends to make people lose their appetite, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you have a point.
Small point.
So
Have you heard from her since this date?
No. I mean, she kind of just oddly disappeared.
okay, so she hasn't been at the gym or anything.
No,
Yeah.
It's almost like she just kind of switched times because we've been doing the same thing for a year. I mean, it's not
Right.
hard to run into her, and I'm not seeing her.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
man.
avoiding you. I can tell you that right now.
Totally.
All right, Mike, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date, okay?
I appreciate it.
No problem. We'll do it right after this. Hang on.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today met a girl exactly how I do if I ever hit on a girl at a coffee shop.
Okay.
He was there.
Yeah.
He grabbed an empty coffee cup.
Yeah.
Cut a hole in the bottom of it, placed it appropriately, and then looked at her and went, "Hey, you want to try some of this coffee? It's non-fat."
That cannot be true.
Well, that's what I'm hoping he did.
No.
His email said that he met her at Starbucks, and that's just where my mind went.
The old coffee cup trick.
Yeah.
Good old,
Girls love it when you do that. Cody, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good. Please tell me that's how you met this girl at Starbucks.
You know, I've never even thought of that, but you know, next time maybe I'll consider it.
Never fails. Never fails. Your email said that you met the girl you want to call today at Starbucks. So how did you do it if you didn't do the obvious thing and place yourself in a coffee cup?
Well, yeah. Well, you know, we were just standing next to each other in line, and when we went to go try to find a place to sit, we realized that there was no two tables for each of us to sit at. So there was one, and so we just kind of decided to share a table.
You were so excited when you looked around that coffee shop and saw that.
Well, I mean, I kind of saw it as a little bit of an opportunity. I mean, she was really cute.
Yeah.
So you invited her to sit at the table with you since there was nowhere else for her to sit.
Yeah, you know, I thought it'd be, a nice thing to do.
Okay, pretty boring compared to what my idea. But everybody's got to make their own way in life, you know what I mean? So how did that go? You sat down and shared the table. Did you guys have great conversation or something? You're like, I know I want to ask her out.
Well, I mean, it got kind of awkward at first because she pulled out her phone immediately and started, going through emails and or texting.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Did
she want to share this table? Sure, I do. And then she just gets on her phone and ignores you the whole time?
Yeah, it kind of started out that way.
Do you think that she knew that you were interested immediately, or do you think that she just honestly had, I don't know, did she honestly have work to do?
She may have just been trying to make me, work for it. So I just was trying to open up a conversation, to, not bother her or seem like I was getting in her way.
Yeah, next time that happens, the best way to do it is start reading over her shoulder what she's reading. She'll eventually put her phone down. Trust me.
You know all the tricks.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Man.
So how did you end up finally engaging her in conversation if she was preoccupied with her phone? Smack it out of her hand?
Well, I don't know. I kind of made her laugh a little bit, and so she eventually kind of just put her phone down. It must not have been too important.
So your email says that, I mean, obviously you guys ended up going out on a date, or unless this was what you're considering your first date.
No, this was the free date, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So what did you actually do on your date then?
Well, I wanted to do something a little different instead of just going to a bar. I thought it'd be fun to go, do a little driving tour around the city because there's, a lot of really great views.
Okay.
That's kind of weird. I mean, like you're going to make out points all over the place, or...
I don't think make-out points have existed sinst the 50s,
Well, that's-
so I'm assuming that they probably weren't going there.
That's what it would feel like to me.
No, I just, wanted to go take her on to see some of the nice views, and it seemed like she would be into it.
And there wasn't like any food or any sort of restaurant or...
Well, I mean, I put most of my planning into the actual driving around. I had a little map that I could kind of follow. So I may have kind of not planned for food as much, but I did offer to go stop and, get a snack or something.
Well, that's good.
All right. And were you actually using a map, like a legit map?
Yeah, like Google Maps is what
See,
you do.
now you're making fun of my nephew.
This whole second date update is now throwback. There's make-out points, there's maps. And...
They're in an old school convertible.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I just had it on my phone.
Okay. All right. I'm picturing you driving around with this huge map over the steering wheel. Well, how did that go then?
We drove around, and at the end of the night, we just got to see this beautiful sunset.
Oh, come on. That was
right.
your moment. That was the moment you went in for a kiss, right?
Well, no.
Oh.
I was debating whether I should do it because it seemed like, that was kind of the moment, but then it was just kind of...
That is the
it didn't
worst.
seem like the right time.
That's the worst feeling ever
Yeah, dude.
when you're out with a girl and you're like, now's the moment where I have to kiss her. And then for some reason you don't do it. And then you drop her off, and the rest of the drive home, you're like, why?
I hate myself.
God, you're so stupid. All the signs were there. Sunset, everything.
So right.
Is that how you felt?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then if this girl likes you, I'm sure she's thinking, why didn't he do it? Like, you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say when you left her?
I said, so maybe we can do it again sometime, and then she gave me a hug.
Okay. So you guys hugged. So
Not terrible, but...
you're thinking that maybe you didn't make the move in the right amount of time, and now she's like, oh, maybe he isn't really that interested in me.
I mean, it's either that or she just thinks that I'm a total wimp and I just can't pull the trigger on it.
When you're watching a sunset, here's just some advice for the future. You kiss the person next to you. I don't care if you're at a lookout point by yourself and like there's an old lady standing next to you at a sunset. Sunsets are always an appropriate time to kiss. Okay? Even if you're standing there with your dad, it doesn't matter.
No, dude.
Ask Jubal's dad.
Sunsets are always kiss time.
Oh, my God.
And how many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
2 or 3 times. She never answered. I left voicemails each time.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like even if you miss that moment of the kiss, if she really liked you, she'd get back to you.
Maybe because it wasn't a traditional type of date, she just wasn't into that, or that could have turned her off. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
We'll do it right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Cody is on the phone with us. He wants to call a girl named Sydney. They went out for a wonderful date where he took her to see all the beautiful views around the city. They drove around and looked at all these viewpoints that he had found and eventually found himself at sunset with her.
Wow.
Turned to her. They locked eyes. And then Cody proceeded to grab his downstairs mix-up, tuck it inside of his body, cry, and run away like a little girl. He couldn't go through with the kiss.
Mean.
Isn't that right, Cody?
Those are your words, not mine.
But yeah, Cody feels like maybe he didn't make a move on her when he should have at sunset. And he felt the tension, but he didn't actually go through with the kiss. So he's wondering if maybe she thinks that he's just kind of a little wussy boy.
Would you guys just cut that out?
Poor Cody.
All right. I'll quit piling on,
Yeah,
Cody.
Jubal's always like that.
Cody,
Sorry, man.
you were getting some good signs before this, right?
I sure thought so. Felt good to me.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Sydney, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Sydney, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning? Nothing?
I'm not familiar. I'm sorry. Why are you calling me?
Is this a Sydney that went out on a date with a guy named Cody a little while ago to look at views of the city?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then you are the right Sydney. You're who I'm looking to get a hold of.
Why?
It's a great question,
Well,
Sydney.
we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. You went out on a date with Cody, and Cody emailed us to see if we could talk to you and find out why you're not answering any of his phone calls.
Okay, that's awkward.
Did you enjoy your date with Cody?
I mean, it was definitely kind of an odd first date. I would say that.
Driving around looking at views?
Yeah. So how much do you guys actually know about the date?
Well, we talked to Cody, and he basically just told us that. He wanted to do something different and maybe romantic, so he said that he planned out a bunch of different viewpoints you could go look at.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was definitely different.
And by the way, we're on your side with that. We think it's kind of like a strange date.
I would have gotten really bored by the I mean, you give me 2 viewpoints, maybe.
Yeah.
But more than that, I'm checked out.
Exactly. He really just wanted to look at a lot of bridges. It was all about the bridges. He was really into views. He kept saying views a lot. I don't know. He was just really excited by it. And at one point, we were driving on the freeway, and he pulls over on the freeway to say, "Oh my gosh, we just have to stop and look at this view."
So you're just on the side of the freeway with cars screaming by you at 70 miles an hour?
Yes.
When he told us about this, I pictured more of like a nature thing, where it was like calm and quiet.
We're at a park.
No, it was very urban.
Okay.
And then there were a couple times even where we would stop and he would have us hike under bridges to get a different view.
Like you're going under freeway overpasses?
Yes. And he just said that was another unique view for us to enjoy together.
Weird.
The
Okay.
unique part was right.
He did tell us one
Yeah.
thing. He said that you guys eventually stumbled upon a sunset view, and he felt that there was a moment where you might have wanted a kiss, and he didn't go in for it. Was he feeling the right vibe there, or was he... From talking to you, it sounds like you were not feeling like being kissed.
Not by him.
Okay.
You do have to give him some credit. I mean, the guy put some effort into it.
Actually, I don't know, because in my mind, it kind of actually felt like this had the potential to be romantic, but what it sort of felt like more was just that he may have been too cheap to take me on an actual date.
That's
kind of trying to make more of these views than what was there.
When we talked to him, I didn't get the vibe like he was that scheming to be like, I'm going to take her to look at bridges and views because I want to save money. Maybe he's just got a weird thing with bridges.
Yeah.
It wasn't just bridges, though, because actually, at one point toward the end, he stopped by this house, and I was kind of weirded out, and I said, why are we at this random house? And he said, no, don't worry, I know the guy. And we went into the guy's backyard to look at yet another view, and so I was just standing in this stranger's backyard.
Is he like making it up as he goes along?
I would have run if I were you at that point. Hey, we're going to go to this house. Don't worry. I know a guy. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, exactly. It was bizarre.
Okay. I'd love to find out if your theory is right, that he wanted to save money, so he took you on this view date. Wouldn't you at least like to know that?
Actually, I'm not concerned. I don't think I'm going to go on a second date, so.
Oh. Well, that's too bad, because he's on the phone right now, and I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, hi, Sydney. It's so nice to hear your voice.
Oh, gosh.
Cody?
Yeah. Do you realize how much time I spent planning that date? I thought it'd be unique.
Well, it was
you
unique,
can appreciate
but it was also
what I
weird.
did for you. Do you realize how much time I spent putting this date together? How many maps I consulted? I spent hours on the internet looking up places. I called people to plan this whole thing out. I spent so much time on that, and I cared about what happened, and you just blow this off?
Well, I mean, in your hours on the internet, did you not find normal restaurants to take someone to?
Did you not go to Yelp?
That's a good answer.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I tried to do something original for sake instead of taking you to a bar or a stupid restaurant.
Just don't claim originality as cheap. It's obvious that you were just being cheap.
I am not cheap. I thought it would be fun.
Doesn't it sound weird when I say we went and looked at a dozen bridges? I mean, that's weird, right?
It wasn't just the bridge. It was the view off of the bridge. But if you look up from your phone, maybe you would have noticed.
Can we also mention maybe how awkward it was for me standing in some random dude's backyard? That's not a date.
Paul is not a random guy. He's a good friend of mine, and he's got a really good view from his backyard.
Wow.
Okay. Cindy, let me ask you a question. Why not just say, hey, let's go eat. Let's do something else. I don't really like doing this.
I don't know. It's the first date, and I don't know. I guess I'm a little old-fashioned. I just feel like the guy should kind of take charge of that, and if it goes poorly, then that's just a sign to me that there's not going to be a second date.
Oh,
I have a perfect way to solve this.
No, Jubal, don't do it.
No, I'm going to do it. I have to do it. Sydney, would you like to go on a second date with Cody?
Oh, my gosh.
We will pay for you guys to go out again.
No.
All right. Surprise. Threw me for a loop on that one. Well, Sydney, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming on with us. Check out the show sometime.
Yeah, I will.
All right, thank you. Well, there you go, Cody. She thought your date of taking her to look at views and bridges was boring.
I'm glad I know now, because if a girl, can't appreciate the view from a side of a bridge, then, she's just not for me.
All right, yeah.
We
That's
all
what I've
have
been
our
saying for
standards.
years. If a chick can't dig a view from a bridge, kick him to the curb.
Moving 92.5, 60 seconds lead.
I was obviously joking about the whole if a chick can't appreciate the view from a bridge. But we're getting so many text messages in at 78592. They're like, this chick is dumb. Bridges are legit. I'm a photographer. I would have loved this date. Who knew? So many people were into bridges. All right.
A girl named Clarissa emailed us for a second date saying that she went out with a guy about a month ago.
Okay.
And now she's finally ready to get back in touch with him.
After a month?
Yeah, I don't know why she would wait a whole month. Either she's playing the really, really slow game.
Yeah, I've heard of the month rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or two, she's superstitious and only wants to talk to him on the 13th of every month. Just to be safe. I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh my God.
Clarissa, is that true?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Yeah, good witch name for sure.
Clarissa, boy, let's trouble. You're on a broomstick, Clarissa?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, no, she regrets
I'm
calling
gonna
in.
go.
Help me out. Yeah.
So we'll get to it in just a second. But first, Clarissa, tell us about the guy that you want us to call today. What's his name?
His name's Matthew.
Okay.
And we met on Coffee Meets Bagel a month ago.
Oh, I've heard of that one. Coffee Meets Bagel.
Yeah, they were on Shark Tank.
I've been on a lot of the free ones, and I thought that if I paid for a subscription, I'd find better quality guys, I guess,
Yeah.
It is true. You pay $5 a month, and boom, a whole new world of dating opens up. I hear. I can't.
Yeah, you've never done it. You're not swiping on Jose on Coffee Meets Bagel.
That makes sense, because if the guy's willing to pay to meet, then he must at least have a job.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Or a trust fund.
Invest. I was thinking more invested in the process, right? You're taking it more seriously, like Jose said.
Rather than Tinder, where you're just trying to hook up with people.
So what was that like when you hit up Matthew? I mean, did you contact him first?
I did. What stood out to me about Matthew is that, first of all, he's really handsome. Not in a conventional way, which is something that I love, I guess.
Unconventionally handsome?
So he's ugly.
Yeah, that's the nice way of saying that.
Not at all. He has this really cute crooked nose that I find so endearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought for sure she was going to say super old. Because handsome and old people go together. I usually say hot, but,
Sounds like he has a prominent bridge.
Yeah.
So what did you and Matthew do?
So we went out to coffee.
Oh.
Hence Coffee Meets Bagel. Yeah.
Is that a requirement of the website that you have to get coffee?
Stick with the theme.
And you have to eat bagels on the first date?
Partnership with Starbucks.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I love coffee, so.
Okay.
I think it's always so brave to go on a first date with someone you don't know without alcohol.
Yeah,
I do.
That alone.
I don't think I could do it, man. I'm always really impressed.
Even if it's a breakfast date, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
We're taking
mimosas
shots
or
or
something.
mimosas.
So how did coffee with Matthew go?
It went really well. He told me about what happened to his nose, and apparently it got broken because his 4-year-old nephew punched him.
Okay.
Oh, so your future boyfriend got beat up by a child, and that's cool.
But super cute.
Super cute, or it says a lot about his family dynamic. But okay.
So I punched him back.
Yeah.
He punched the baby. No. So so I told him that I was going to get my wisdom teeth taken out the following week. And, that I was really nervous about it. And he offered to drive me there and pick me up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great.
Wait, did he actually do it? Did he take you to your wisdom teeth appointment?
Yes. So he drove me there the following week and picked me up, I think.
Have you never seen a YouTube video of people after they get their wisdom teeth out?
Yeah.
Why would you do this?
But a baby punched him, so she probably cried while she was drugged.
Good point, Alexis.
No, but you always say something stupid after you get your wisdom teeth out.
I know. I just needed someone. He honestly was the only person available.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But it was really sweet. I got there fine. I know he picked me up. but I don't know what happened after or how I got home.
Oh, God. Oh, my
I hope
God.
it was by him, but of course you don't. Wait, you haven't heard from him since then?
So you did something while you were high.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I texted him after just being like, thanks so much, for getting me home.
Yeah.
I hope everything was okay and I didn't do anything weird or whatever. And he just never got back to me, and that's been a month ago.
That's it.
Oh,
You
no.
said something, you did something.
Yeah, but it's forgivable. I mean, it's not like this guy doesn't know she was under anesthesia for
Right.
wisdom
True.
teeth.
I don't know. She could have the truth serum and it said some really
No.
offensive stuff.
I don't know.
Mhm.
But props to you for going a whole month without texting him.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
I'm interested to know what you did or said while you were high on anesthesia. So, yeah, I think we all are. Let's play a song. We'll come back and we'll call Matthew and we'll try and get you your second date. Okay, Clarissa?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, hold on. You're just tuning in for the second date. We're talking with Clarissa, who went out with a guy named Matthew on a coffee date. She ended up liking him so much that she trusted him to take her to and pick her up from her wisdom teeth appointment.
That's a big
questionable.
responsibility.
Yeah. So that happened, and afterwards, he's not calling her back.
He hasn't even texted her to check in and
No.
see if she's okay.
Now, Clarissa, I know that after you got your wisdom teeth out, you were on the anesthesia, you don't remember a lot, but is there anything that you do remember from it that might explain why he's avoiding you?
I have a very blurry memory of me possibly drooling on him.
Okay.
That's okay.
I mean, that's fine.
But I think I also I'm not sure, but maybe I tried to kiss him too. I'm really not sure.
Oh.
I think also okay. I mean, what is this guy expecting when he's going to pick somebody up from wisdom
I agree with
teeth?
Brooke.
Thank
He has a
you.
bloody mouth full of gauze.
Yeah.
That's not a good time for the first
He
kiss.
should be flattered.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's nasty.
Okay,
a
guys.
vampire?
I know.
what
That's a
does he
little,
want?
I mean, it could be a lot for a guy to handle the second time that you interact with someone. That's all we're saying. But let's find out, okay? We'll see what he's thinking. We're going to call Matthew right now. You ready, Clarissa?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to dial the number. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Matthew?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm calling from Dr. Sherman's office.
Oh, my God.
You picked up a female patient of ours recently, and while you were in the lobby, our receptionist said she saw you steal a handful of pens.
Jeffrey, stop
We
it.
would like those back, please.
You're from a doctor's office?
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you remember this.
All right. Well, Jeffrey, you need to come, please.
I got to be honest, I
People
wasn't
here.
expecting him to answer that.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, that was me.
Sorry, Matthew. I'm not really calling from the dentist. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. I'm doing something called a second date.
Okay.
The way that works is if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us and we'll get in contact with them for you to try and figure out what went wrong. And so you recently went out with a woman named Clarissa.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, Clarissa emailed us because she says that she had a great time with you and really likes you and really appreciates that you would take her home after she got oral surgery, and she's hoping that she can see you again.
I don't think it's the best idea that we go out. I mean, I don't know what you guys know. Did she tell you what happened?
She told us that you picked her up. I mean, you guys went on a date first. You went and got coffee. She told us about that and had a great time. And she said she really thought that you were handsome and that there was a connection.
Yeah, I mean, we had a nice time, and she seemed great, but when I went to pick her up, she was drugged, obviously, after the surgery. And the whole way home, she was just saying crazy stuff, and I don't know, I just don't know if it's the best idea if we see each other again.
Okay.
That's what we kind of thought, to be honest.
Yeah.
But what could she have said? She was drugged up. Like you knew she was.
Yeah, what'd you expect?
Clarissa doesn't remember pretty much anything that happened during the ride home. So could you maybe explain a little bit?
This is really embarrassing, but while I was driving the whole way home, she kept making jokes about my height.
Are you
Wait, super tall, or are you
is
short?
that an issue for you? Like an area of where you're self-conscious?
I'm 5'7". I'm not that short. I'm taller than she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And normally I wouldn't necessarily care, but she was relentless about it. She was making jokes about it like the entire way home.
What was she saying?
You're so tiny. You're like my tiny little Uber driver.
But she was drugged. It wasn't really her. I mean, anesthesia is different than alcohol, right? With alcohol, I feel like you're still yourself. Anesthesia, you become who knows what your brain is doing.
Yeah, can't you give her a break for that?
I mean, she said I needed a booster seat.
Okay.
Come on.
Like an Uber in one of those little smart cars.
Yeah.
She's obviously attracted to you. She told us again and again how handsome you are, how excited she was about going out with you.
Now I know how that 4-year-old nephew hit you in the nose because you guys are the same height.
Look down on you.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Matthew.
He does not think it's funny.
I know.
That's why
I'm
he's
sorry.
not
I don't
calling
mean
her
to
back.
pile on.
We tell jokes on this show, just so you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I realize that.
Okay.
Sorry.
And I was surprised, I guess, just because I was willing to give her the benefit of the doubt in the beginning, but she just kept going. She went the whole time, basically the whole way home. She was singing the Oompa Loompa song to me when I tried to bring her in the house.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Did you happen to catch any of this on video, perchance?
I didn't. I was the only one there.
Oh.
But if it had been on video, that would have been the end of me. That would have been like a viral video about how tiny I am.
Oh, buddy. I mean, here's the thing. You have met her. We've only talked to her for a little bit. And even in that time, she seems like a lovely person who would never purposely hurt someone's feelings.
I don't know. She's a height shamer.
Yeah, I mean, aren't all women? I care.
Actually,
I mean,
that is a thing. Women are like 6 foot or above.
exactly.
Right?
You just have to take it and accept it. But you're okay.
Dude, some of the hottest guys I've dated were short because they're not taken by the tall ones that look like supermodels.
I'm not that short. I'm 5'7". I don't know why you guys have to...
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
right. That's
Okay.
barely below average, I think. Barely.
Below 6 foot.
Well, look,
No.
look, Matthew, like, don't you want to at least give Clarissa a chance to explain herself a little bit?
I don't think it would matter. It was clearly on her mind. She obviously thinks it, so it was just coming out. You know, it's like the truth comes out when you're drunk. I think it's probably like the same type of thing.
I was thinking the same.
No,
man.
it is
Maybe this
not
what
the
she
same.
thinks
People
deep down.
No,
Okay.
people see like little green aliens when they're coming off of their wisdom teeth. Like
Yeah.
it's not because they really believe in little green aliens.
I know, but there was no green alien. She was very accurate.
I
Well,
don't know. Give
I'm-
her a chance.
I'm not on anesthesia right now, but the truth is about to come out because
Oh.
I'm about to tell you, Matthew, that Clarissa's been on the other line listening and she wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God.
I am so sorry. I cannot even apologize enough. I am so sorry. I don't think you're short. I think you're like a short guy, but like I don't think you're short, like too short. You know, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so sorry I did all of that. That is so mean of me.
You called me a hobbit 4 times.
I did not. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God, Clarissa, you were a bully.
I didn't know what I was saying. I was drugged up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but deep down, you must have had an issue with it because it's the only thing you talked about.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't on my mind, but it's not
See?
like a deal breaker at all.
It just sounds like Matthew, I mean, I think she's being honest. She doesn't care about your height. I mean, it's something that she noticed. Just like I'm sure there was some sort of something that you noticed about her that she was probably self-conscious about. Like, don't let your own insecurities stand in the way of somebody that you think is cool.
Yeah, she sounds really sweet. She's not a height supremacist.
Is that a real term?
Oh, it is now.
Yeah, we just made it up. What do you say, Matthew? I mean, she's obviously very, very remorseful about what happened and doesn't feel that way about you, really wants to get to know you. And with that said, would you be willing to give her another shot? Because we'll pay for you guys to go out on one more date.
You're not sending us to an amusement park where I'll be too short for the ride.
Look at you, Matthew, coming with
There
the
we
jokes.
go.
I like
There's
it.
the sense of humor.
Yeah.
What do you say? One more date on us.
One more date on you guys, and she wears flats.
Hey, there we go.
What do you think, Clarissa?
I love flats. They're super comfy.
All right. Now, Clarissa, sing us out. Oompa, loompa, doopa dee. No?
Oh my
No?
God.
Okay.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
That was a second date from a few months back. And now joining us once again, it's Clarissa and her shouty Matthew. Welcome back, guys.
You did it wrong. It's shouty.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Matthew?
Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
Hey.
Making sure you don't hate
We're
us.
doing good. How are you guys doing? What's new?
We're doing pretty good. We've actually been dating.
Hey,
Yeah.
congrats.
Nice.
It's just been great getting to know each other and, especially over the last year, just being able to have somebody to spend time with.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Has it been hard to date over this past year?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are certain challenges with it, but I mean, we've been having a great time. We just try to, mix it up. But, with things opening back up, it's kind of cool. We're starting to do more, and we've been meeting each other's friends, and we get to go eat in a restaurant, which is nice.
Whoa.
I mean,
which is very cool.
It's kind
nowadays.
of cool. Like, you get the first, half of your new relationship really concentrating on each other. And then now you get to introduce all these new firsts together.
Yeah. Plus, I'm sure Clarissa looks great without a whole bunch of gauze in her mouth. Must be pretty hot.
Well, now she has a mask on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you guys emailed us for an update. What is the update in your relationship besides you're still together?
Well, we actually are coming up on our 6-month anniversary.
Oh, that's cute. You're doing that. That's such a
Okay. Do you guys have anything
cute.
planned
Yeah.
for that?
Well, we've been bouncing around some ideas, and Jose is one of our favorite people. I mean, that laugh gets us every time.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow.
Wow.
That's nice to
really
say.
made my day.
So what does he have to do with your 6-month anniversary,
You
though?
can stop there. I'm happy. They're happy.
What we wanted to say was we were talking about it, and neither one of us has ever seen Jose do stand-up before.
Oh,
wow.
And Jose, all of our friends say that they've seen you and that they really like you. So we were just wondering, do you have any shows coming up? We'd love to come watch to celebrate our anniversary.
I don't. I'm still in pandemic mode.
What? It's
AKA
time to schedule something, Jose.
Yeah, there'll be stuff coming up soon, so I guess I'll have to get your info. And of course, I would love to treat you guys to a show. I'll get you tickets. Not your friends, though. Someone's got to pay. I need to make some kind of money on this.
Maybe you guys can go visit Jose at his new apartment.
Yeah, it's true.
He won't let you inside, but you can stand down on the street and he'll shout jokes down from the balcony.
That's good.
How's that?
That sounds
That
fun.
sounds good to me.
Well, Jose,
We'll make a little sidewalk picnic.
there it is. Well, congrats on your 6-month
Guys,
anniversary.
I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, and Jose will get your email so he can tell you when his next date is.
Yeah, I'll have Brooke do all the work for me. So
I'm not your
listening.
manager.
Okay.
I'm not your manager.
Oh, wait, I do have a manager. I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, well, thanks you guys for the update. Keep us posted on what's new in your relationship, okay?
We love
All right.
you. We love you, Jose.
Aw, I love you guys, too.
This is your host speaking. You're listening to call 3629er Tango en route to our second date. We've reached our cruising altitude, and if you look out the left side window, you can see our flight attendant, Chelsea, playing in a park sandbox on a first date with a guy named Adam.
This is a weird area we're flying over.
You look out the right window, you could see Chelsea stumbling into that guy's apartment for a quick in-town layover while Adam checks out other Tinder profiles.
Oh, ouch.
You'll notice I have turned on the lower your expectations sign because Adam has not responded to her calls, but we're going to find out why very shortly. Please remain seated for the remainder of the phone call, and thank you for flying B&J Airlines.
Okay. My ears are popping.
That was great.
That was pretty good.
really good.
See, I missed my calling.
God, and I forgot to order my ginger ale.
Oh, dang it. It's too late now. They already
It
passed.
doesn't taste as good when you're on the ground either.
But if you're just tuning in for the second date, one of our listeners, Chelsea, is a flight attendant, and she's reaching out for help from us because she's trying to get a hold of a guy named Adam, who she spent a short layover with while she was in town and hasn't been able to reach him since, even when she came back to see him again.
Mm-hmm.
So she's hoping to figure out what happened. Isn't that right, Chelsea?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm a catch. I have been told that I am definitely hashtag snack.
Hashtag snack.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Hashtag in-flight snack.
yeah. I mean, you want to be more like hashtag main course meal is what it sounds like, because you actually want to date him, right?
I do.
Do you think that there's any chance that maybe I don't know, you turned it into more of like a fantasy one-night fling by wearing the flight attendant outfit on the date.
I forgot about that. That was so hot.
I honestly feel like no.
Okay.
That's why I called you guys, because everything went perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's give Adam a call and see if he wants seconds on that snack, okay? I'm going to dial the number right now. You ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay.
It's in first class, so it's
Yeah, I know. It's like lobster. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Adam.
This is Adam.
Hi, Adam. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. I'm hoping you have a second to talk with us.
Huh?
Yeah.
Man, a few words, Adam. I like that.
Get that a lot. No. We're the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. We do a segment on our show called A Second Date. Are you familiar with that? You ever heard of that before?
No, I'm sorry. I have not.
Okay, that's all right. I'll explain it to you. Basically, the idea is if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards, if that person isn't calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to them for you to figure out the reason why.
Okay.
And so you recently went out with someone who has been having a hard time getting a hold of you.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I know it's a lie.
Have you
know?
gone out on a lot of dates recently?
No, not really.
Okay, well, maybe if I just said a name, it would refresh your memory.
Yeah, that would probably help.
Okay, how does Chelsea sound?
Yeah, I know Chelsea.
That's good.
Yeah, I know you know her. I'm just
I hope
trying
so.
to figure out the reason why you've been avoiding her lately.
I don't know. She's just, Oh, come on, guys.
I mean,
Making
the thing is,
excuses.
I know. The thing is, we don't know. That's why we're calling. I mean, was it more of just like a one-night fun thing for you instead of like looking for a relationship?
Honestly, that's what I thought it would be. But by the next morning, I was sure this is something special. But
Oh, you did have feelings for her.
That's really
Listen,
sweet.
okay, I've been in relationships in the past that have serious trust issues, and I can already see that that's going to be a problem with her. So I just am saving myself some heartache and pain.
If you don't trust her because she hid behind that tree in the park, she came back. So she's obviously not untrustworthy.
No.
I mean, you're talking about red flags, is what you've seen some red flags.
Yeah, I guess that's the right word for it. Yeah.
What red flags are you talking about?
Well, I don't know how much she told you guys about the date.
Well, she said you guys met on Tinder while she was in town for a 24-hour layover. You guys went out to drinks, spent some time in the park. She spent the night at your place, and you drove her to the airport the next morning.
And she wore the dress on the date, bro.
He's talking about the flight attendant outfit.
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
Oh, yeah. The dress was real nice.
Yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
hot.
But what about Chelsea herself? Like, why don't you want to see her again?
Well, so she told you that I drove her to the airport the next morning, right?
Yeah, that was really nice
So-
of you,
She said that you insisted on driving her.
And she was really impressed by it because it felt chivalrous, which was something that was new, right?
Honestly, I did it because I really liked her, and I was like, I knew I wanted to see her again.
Right.
And so, like when you're at the airport, like there's that drop off, and honestly, it sounds cheesy, but I wanted to see her one more time, so I just kind of like pulled off to the side just to see her like walk inside.
Oh, like a movie, yeah.
Okay.
I'm picturing Dumb and Dumber, where he like rear ends in the limo.
Goodbye,
Sorry.
my love.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but this is cute. This is cute.
Well, it wasn't cute because I like see her not go into the terminal. She goes and gets in the cab stand line.
What?
Gets in a cab and like drives away.
What?
She left the airport?
Yeah.
That is a red flag.
She lied.
Okay, wait, hold on. There could be like a reason for this. Like maybe her car was parked in a parking lot somewhere out
Or
there.
her flight could have gotten delayed.
Or she has a like crash pad nearby with girlfriends.
Did you drop her at the right airport?
I dropped her at the right airport.
It's like some little field in the middle of nowhere.
He was like, oh, this isn't the right place.
No, she told me she was late and she needed to hurry.
Oh,
so
really?
no.
Adam, I didn't know you saw that.
Wait, hold on, Chelsea.
on.
Wait. You're supposed to wait till I call you in.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she just got caught.
Yeah.
So-
Well, okay. Adam, this is kind of ruined, but I was supposed to let you know that Chelsea's been secretly listening on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Okay.
I didn't know that you saw that.
Ooh.
That's not an excuse. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe if you said it breathier next time. Maybe he'll believe you.
Chelsea, what are you doing? Are you cheating on somebody? I mean, that's how Adam feels right now. He feels lied to.
Absolutely not. I am being 100% honest. I did get in that cab, but I had to go get something real quick. So.
What? I don't know.
Okay, you had to get something.
What's so important?
Plan B? No.
The scarf.
Was it Plan B? Is that what you just said?
Brooke, you're right. Yeah,
Wait, what?
Oh, shut up.
They don't sell it at the airport.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh! I thought that Brooke was kidding.
You guys, you just met on Tinder. Wrap that up. What are you doing?
No, not even that. Make the guy pay for it.
Yes.
What?
So, really, Chelsea? That's why you left the airport?
Yeah, I didn't know how to say that to you. I didn't want to ruin the moment, you know, and
He made the moment, Chelsea. Like, I feel like, what are you talking about? You're intimate enough to do all that with someone, but then you can't talk about, like, repercussions? Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted everything to be perfect.
Okay. So, now that you know that, Adam, how do you feel?
I wish you had just told me. Like, I wouldn't have. I mean, I guess I understand why you didn't, because maybe most guys would freak out. I would have brought you wherever you needed to go to get it. But I would have paid for it. I don't know. Is that weird?
No, it's not weird.
He still sounds like a little shaken, though.
I mean, is it possible that Chelsea's lying? She just heard what Brooke said and thought that's a better excuse than whatever she was really doing?
Brooke, guys, no. Come on. I did not. Where'd you go to get it?
Rite Aid.
See?
Okay.
I don't know where you get it. That could be wrong.
I mean, that's the thing.
What color is it?
That's a weird thing. It's like, it shouldn't be a weird taboo thing to talk to the other half of the partnership about what type of sexual health items you need.
But usually you have a girlfriend, like, take you the next day. Like, I don't ask the guy, but she didn't have a girl there, so she went alone.
Or
I get
Brooke
it.
has them in like Tic Tac form. She just pops them every morning. So
I'm a big proponent of protected sex. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Boring.
You don't want to talk to every guy about that.
All right. So Adam, what do you think? Do you believe Chelsea that's really what she went off to get?
I really want to. I want to believe it.
They have such good chemistry.
I know, they talk at the exact same time.
Wait, you actually have a receipt?
Like, on my bank statement. I'll screenshot that and show you the date.
You don't have to prove it. You don't have to do that. No,
that's-
that's icky. That is icky. Is that what you're asking for her to do, Adam?
No. I believe you. You don't need to show me a receipt like that.
Oh, good.
That's really romantic of you, I would say, Adam. What a gentleman. He
See,
he
chivalry is it, Dad?
That's a business class type of man right there. All right, so now that
She's a keeper, by the way.
I agree. We've reached an agreement here, and at this point, I would like to offer to send you guys out on a second date. What do you say, Adam? Give it one more shot with Chelsea.
I would love that.
Oh,
all right.
That's cute.
And I'm so happy, Adam. I'm so excited.
Are you crying?
A little bit.
It must have been quite a night at his apartment.
Or maybe that pill didn't work and you're hormonal.
If I've learned anything from watching movies about airplanes, it's that all pilots are handsome and charming with a deep, dark secret from their past. And all flight attendants are exactly 24 years old with a passion for adventure and meeting strange men in far-off places.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Why am I working here?
Yeah. I mean,
you're a flight attendant.
Why didn't you go live in the stereotype?
I know.
Yeah.
I really chose the wrong career. But we're going to find out if those stereotypes are all really true because we have a flight attendant who's reached out to us for help. Her name's Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea, how you doing?
Hey, guys.
Oh,
you are
yeah.
sweet.
Yep.
It sounds like she's going to be like, everybody, just plug your seatbelts.
I know.
Put down your compartment.
Yeah. What are you, 24 years old, Chelsea?
I'm actually 23 and a half.
Oh.
There it is.
Okay. But you reached out to us for help today. Who's the guy that you want us to call?
So his name's Adam.
Okay. How'd you meet Adam?
So I was in town recently during a layover, and I was only here for 24 hours.
Okay.
And most of my girlfriends, they love to go out with me, but they had went out previously, and so they wanted to use this layover as just relaxing and rejuvenating for the next. Yeah. But I wanted to go out into the city.
Yeah. The passion for adventure.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Okay.
Do a little sightseeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, grab a drink. So my girlfriends were like, why don't you go on Tinder? I'm not really familiar with Tinder, so I downloaded it. It seems exciting.
I think that's funny. Like the better option than just going by yourself to get a drink is to just find some rando on Tinder.
Yeah.
Right, well, because then you're for sure getting someone to, like, show you around.
That's true.
Oh.
Guys always seem hotter when you're traveling too.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good
somewhere
point.
else.
Yeah. Is that what the flight attendants call it? Can you show me around for tonight?
Well, if you say it like that.
Okay.
So I met Adam on Tinder, and I mean, honestly, he's really cute. And oddly enough, he kind of reminded me on his profile of, like, all of those guys that I serve usually in first class.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
And wait, that was
Okay.
good to you? Because, I mean, typically, like, if it's someone you have to deal with on a regular basis at work, it's a turn off.
Money, Brooke. Money.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so he looked rich.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really dabble at work, so this could be, you know.
Dabble. All right. So you dabbled in business class. How was it?
All right.
Well, he was telling me that he likes a woman in uniform, and we were making jokes back and forth. And I thought it would be funny to show up in my flight attendant uniform.
Oh, that's sexy. Not funny. She's saying the wrong word.
Yeah.
You guys were flirting, and he's like, that would be nice, huh? And you did it.
I was
That's
saying
cool.
he sounds very familiar with it.
So I hooked up with flight attendants, and they're freaky. All right, so you're not tricking me over here, young lady.
What did Adam think when you showed up wearing your work
Oh my
outfit?
gosh, he loved it.
Yeah, he did. I love it.
He instantly thinks he's in like this role play dream of his that these two boys have been having for a while.
He's definitely needed one of those moist towelettes.
Oh my god.
I would hit the button. Beep, beep. I need some assistance, please.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess the thing is like you wanted the reaction from Adam that you just got from the gentleman in this room, right? Like that's what you were looking for.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nice. You knew what you were doing.
What happened after that?
Well, first of all, I just want to tell you guys, he had me in tears laughing the whole time. I mean, my cheeks hurt so bad. And honestly, my guard was absolutely let down. And he took me over to the park. And so we just played around, like...
Played around in the park while you're in a pencil skirt?
I mean, I'm young too, but what games are you talking about?
You were on the seesaw together?
We're like feeding pigeons and like hiding behind like a tree and just like being cute.
Are you in heels this whole time? Like,
It's the TV show Leave It to Beaver.
why? I mean, you like...
Well, they had drinks. They're just exploring the city. Why not go to a park and just BS? I kind of understand this.
Yes, okay. Well,
She can do no wrong to me.
I feel like he's just putting off wanting to ask you back to his place because he doesn't know how to do it.
Oh,
Maybe.
so like quickly.
Yeah.
Did that ever happen?
It did. I did sleep over his house.
Okay. How did things end with you and Adam?
Well, I had to catch a flight in the morning, and usually I take an Uber, but he insisted on driving me.
Good man.
That's nice.
It felt like that World War II love, you know?
What?
World War II love. What kind of love is that? Where
What?
he leaves for 4 years and you don't see him for a while and then you write letters back and forth?
It's the one where you just feel super comfortable and you felt like you've known him forever.
Where does World War II
Because I get the idea. Back in World War II, that was true love.
I'm
You know?
imagining a soldier kissing a girl, her legs all
Yeah.
perched up.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
You know, like the
and those two
classic-
people in that classic photo were complete strangers who never dated again. That's true.
You got all
they
that
never
from-
dated again.
You got
yeah.
all that from just him offering you a ride to the airport.
Yeah.
That's hard to get nowadays.
I guess so.
That's what I was going to say. Chivalry is dead.
Yeah.
How was the drop off?
It was romantic because I ended up kissing him goodbye. And normally it's kind of awkward the next day, but it wasn't. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to text you when I come back into town. And he was super excited and very adamant that I would do that. And, you know, he put my hair behind my ears.
Oh, that's always a good move.
I love doing that.
Just like Hitler did in World War II.
Oh my God! Don't bring Hitler into it, please.
Oh, no.
What?
It's a World War II love.
Okay.
You would get it if you were there.
Wrong side. Wrong side of the war. Jeffrey.
Oh, okay. I guess only the Americans found love.
So this is the part where I need you guys. I don't really know how to navigate this, but after our kiss and an amazing night, I went back to work and I couldn't stop thinking about him.
Oh, that's so fun.
I said, screw it. I'm going to be vulnerable, and I ended up texting him.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute. Good.
Nice.
Well, good if he replied, but he hasn't replied.
Ooh.
So I waited a couple days, and I got my girlfriend to switch with me to fly back to town.
Okay.
And when I flew back, I texted him and said, hey, I'm home for a while.
Okay.
And nothing still?
I'd say not even 20 minutes later, he gives me a thumbs up.
What?
So then I texted him, when do you want to hang out?
Yeah.
And?
No reply.
What? You don't thumbs up a text to someone you're into.
No, it's
thumbs up is throwing shade.
I feel like it's so rude. Yeah, it's like, yeah, cool, you're in town.
Totally.
Who
It's like
cares?
saying
Whatever.
K.
Well, I don't know what they did when they were together that night, so it could have something to do with that.
Oh, that's her favorite move
Let's
of the
find
night.
out. I don't know. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Adam for you, and we'll try and get you your second date. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.